Students, today is the day of rectifier. In the previous class, I had taught you about half wave rectifier. Today, according to a syllabus, I will explain full wave rectifier. This class number is Electronics 7 and here is the circuit. I will complete it. It is the circuit, this is the circuit requirement, this is description. Now, for your benefit, I want to little refer to my previous class. What we have read in the previous class? Rectifier. What is rectifier? It is also true for this class. I will not tell you again. What is rectification? It is an electronic process by which AC is converted to DC. Then half wave rectifier. What is half wave rectifier? What is full wave rectifier? AC cycle, etc., etc., etc. So these things we have covered in the last class. Okay. Now this class we will start with FWR. It is an electronic device in which rectified output current, which is DC, not AC, flows through the load resistor during both half cycles of input AC. Here the key word is both. Now you see, this rectifier which I am going to teach you is a full wave rectifier and is known as center tap full wave rectifier. Is there any other type of rectifier which can be characterized as full wave rectifier? Yes, that is the breeze rectifier. But the breeze rectifier is not included in your syllabus. That's why we will read about only center tap FWR. I must tell you what is and why for this center tap word is used here. So this is the circuit, and in the half wave rectifier only one diode was used, but here two diodes are used. Okay. Now, what are the requirements? गोटे एसी सोर्स जो एसी बाहर ताको मैं एस नहीं छु ट्रांसफार्मर आको हमें टी नहीं छु टू डायोड्स D1 and D2, then load resistor is RL. In the half wave rectifier everything was there, but only one diode was used. Here two diodes are used. Then you say AC source is this one. This circle target a wave है, normally this represent a source of AC. This is. Then AC. What it will give you? It will give you AC. AC is a chain of alternate positive half cycles, negative half cycles. Positive half cycle, negative half cycle. So we can write it positive, minus, negative, plus, minus, plus, minus, and so on. Okay, this is the current. Ekade kon ache. This is the current. Ekade kon ache time. This is a graph between current along y-axis and time along which axis? Time along x-axis. Okay, and what is this one? This is T. T is transformer. It has got two coils. One is P and the other one is S. P means primary coil. Details about transformer will be taught to you in physics, and S is secondary coil. Okay, this transformer has got two coils. Then you see it is separated. Primary coil is not connected with secondary coil because of this core. It kuajaye core boli kuajaye. Evam primary coil the terminal konta L and M. Secondary coil the terminal konta E and H. Now again I repeat that transformer is not the rectifier. It is transformer because it transforms the voltage, alternating voltage, to another alternating voltage, only this much, with a different voltage level and different current level. Okay. Then what you are giving here? You are giving here AC. You see, AC is applied. And what the transformer gives you? तब देख AC voltage पाइला मध्य AC voltage पाइला. Mind it. Remember it. Transformer is not a rectifier. It merely transforms the level of AC from one level to another level. That's why it is called. It is called as transformer. Then this is secondary coil. This is O. O is the central point of it. Point O is called a tapping point. It divides the central coil into two equal parts, one between O and E, other one between O and H. O and H. This is the function of the central point. Let us proceed further about the circuit. D1 and D2 are two diodes. These are semiconductor diodes. This section is obviously the P type, and this is also P type. Now you complete the circuit. This is completed. Then the N section, the two N sections are combined. At what point? At point C. Very simple. Then this is the center tap point, and this is the N and N combination point. Between these two, a resistor. You see, a resistor is placed. This resistor is known as RL. What is this RL? Load resistor. So we have used a AC source S, transformer T, two diodes D1 and D2, and load resistor RL. This transformer has got two coils. What is primary coil ଯାକୁ ଆମେ P ବୋଲି ଲେଖିଛେ, ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ହେଉଛି secondary coil ଯାକୁ ଆମେ S ବୋଲି ଲେଖିଛେ. Strictly speaking, you can call transformer as a requirement, but you cannot say primary coil and secondary coil are requirement. Obviously, a transformer ଭିତରେ primary coil भी थिबो ଏବଂ secondary coil भी थिबो. Okay. Then you complete the circuit. Now the question is how it will work. How it will work? ତାକୁ ଆମେ କହିବା action. ମନେ ରଖିଥାଅ, the final output which is DC, will appear across this load resistance RL. We must explain now how it works. It receives the alternating current or alternating voltage, as you say, which is alternating current, and but it will not give you AC here, it will give you DC here. Is it a magic? No. Everything depends on the action of these two diodes. Let us start. You now know input AC, primary coil, secondary coil, two diodes and load resistance. Description, it is in the note. You have to read that note or the material. It is a video class. I have tried to make it as impressive as it is possible for you. Now you see, it is transformer transformers receives AC input between its primary terminals L and M. We have already done this. Then transformer the transformer transfers this into a different level of voltage. Transformed AC voltage appears between terminals E এবং H, terminal EH of secondary coil. Transformed AC voltage appears between terminals EH of secondary coil. AC तो मैं देखी थी तो पाइला कौन से AC पाइला. AC is it is a chain of alternate half cycles, positive negative half cycles. एठी मध्य कौन होगा सेठी positive negative half cycle सेठी मिलिबो. Okay, जल्दी मिलिला. Let us start with a positive half cycle. मने करो one instant of time ले E provides a positive half cycles to PN diode. Ko half cycle positive. Suppose at an instant of time A E is positive and it is a coil. যদি এটা পজিটিভ হলা, let us say this is positive, তাহলে এটা কোন হবে না this will be negative and H will be negative. Hello. Now then what happens? You see the positive terminal at A is connected to P. The negative terminal at H is connected to P. So there will be two choices. Because of the positive terminal, positive to P, D1 will be forward biased. This is negative to P and it will be reverse biased. So now this will be forward biased FB and this will be reverse bias. थोड़ा मैं कॉन्टेक्ट करिए चार रहे. So D1 is forward biased and D2 is reverse biased. जो जैसा डायरेक्ट का रिवर्स बायस हुए, will it conduct? The answer is no. So it will not conduct, but D1 will conduct. So D1 starts to conduct. Hello. When D1 starts to conduct, it sends a current in the forward direction, and we can show that current like this. Current through the diode is always from what section to what section? P section to N section. So the current flows like this. It comes here, then C packet पहुंचेगा. Then here is a branching. Current will flow along this path, or let us see, can it flow along this path? The answer is no. Why? D2 is reverse biased. When D2 is reverse biased, will it conduct? So no current will flow through D2. So there is only one possibility. The current will flow from C through RL to O. Let us say we take this as P and take this as Q. So what is the path along which the current flows? C to P to Q through RL and finally to O, and this is the path. So what is the path along which the current flows? E, C, P, RL, Q and finally O, that to A. No current will flow along this thing. So हमें लिखिएगा during positive half cycle current flows along the path E, C, P, Q, S. Path E, C, P, Q, S. And S will put in what? It will go back to E. Now, chitra kari. Here is the diode. This is your load, this is your P section, this is your C, this is your RL, and this is your O, and back to E. This upper part I have drawn here, the current is I, it flows like this, and this current is I. What is the voltage here? Is your P. The current always flows from a higher voltage to a lower voltage, higher potential point to a lower potential point. So obviously, this will be positive potential with negative potential, and current will flow like this. I think you are satisfied. Now we'll see what happens during negative half cycle. During negative half cycle, the positive half cycle is over, and which half cycle starts? The negative half cycle starts. So this was positive, now this becomes negative, and this was negative, this becomes positive. Okay, so when a positive half cycle ends and a negative half cycle starts, then there is a change of polarity here. The positive polarity becomes negative and negative polarity becomes positive. Due to this, P is now connected to a negative voltage point. So what will happen to it? This will be reverse biased. This will be reverse biased. Okay? So that was forward biased. Now it will be reverse biased. And this is now connected to plus to P. So this is now this now becomes forward bias. So the diode which was forward bias became reverse bias, and the diode D2 which was reverse bias become forward bias because of change in potential polarities. I mean that E becomes negative and H becomes positive. Due to this, D1 becomes reverse biased and does not conduct. So during negative half cycle, D1 does not conduct. But D2, there is another diode, but D2 becomes forward biased and conducts. সেটি যা হয়েছিল এটি উল্টাটা হবে. So D2 will provide a forward current. Let me show that forward current. This is the current. Okay. Now এটি কোন হইছিল এই যে red current যেতলা আসিলা, it was flowing like this. আকো টপিলা এটিকে আসিলা এবং এটি কোন হলা না এটা কোন হইছিল, here was a positive potential, the negative potential, and I into RL. What is I? I is the current. The potential drop occurs between P to Q through RL, and आपको में कहिबा output voltage. कौन कहिबा? We call it as output voltage VO. V is voltage drop, and O is the output. So D2 becomes forward biased and conducts. A current I now flows, and at C it cannot flow through reverse through D1 because it is reverse biased. Short लिखिदेले it is reverse biased. When the current I comes here, then at this point can it go through D1? No, because D1 is reverse biased. So it has to go through. How it will go? It has to go through from C to P, then through RL, then to Q, then to this, and finally এটা নাম দেইতলি বলবো EF GH. Please remember এই যে এইটাকু যদি ফিগার না দিয়ে নিতবা না দেই দেব EF GH. Between E and F, D1 is there. Between G and H, D2 is there. And it will not be F तक GH एठी असला परे it will flow from C to O through P, through load resistance, through Q and final to S. This current I flows from C to P, Q, S and then back to H. So you see it will cross the RL in the same direction, that is from P to Q. Okay, you see first case re the current is flowing along this path, second case re the current is flowing along this path. Separately I have shown you the path. This is E to F, F to C, C to O, E to F, F to C and C to O, and this side, this point is positive and this is negative. Current flows from P to Q, that is your I. In the second case, S to G, G to C, C to S, H to G, G, G to C, then P, then RL, then Q, back to this, and this is the path. So what you see that the current has to flow only if there is a potential difference. Current is flowing from right to left, so this has to be at a higher potential, which we mark as plus, and this has to be a lower potential, which we mark as negative. So you see, next point is, I must tell you, the paths are different. Gote hochi upper path, and gote hochi lower path. But you see how current is flowing through this RL. एठी जो डायरेक्शन रे जाउची पूर्वरु मध्य करंट से डायरेक्शन जाउतला तेणु आरएल देखि तर पाथ रे किछि चेंज आछी. द आंसर इज नो. द पाथ्स आर डिफरेंट, बट डायरेक्शन ऑफ करंट फ्लो इज फ्रॉम P to Q both in the positive half cycle and the negative half cycle. Okay, so the potential difference remains same and current flow direction does not change. So such current ame kon kahiba, we will call it as DC. I think I am clear. Taku ame ethi we can write it down. So during positive and negative half cycles, current flows along different path. EFCO, HGCO paths are different, but current through the load RL is along same direction जाका में कोई परिवा unidirectional. That's why current through the load has only one direction. That's why हम तो AC कहब ना DC कहबा, तो कमे AC कहबा. So DC flows through RL and a DC voltage appears across RL. Very clear? जदि करंट थाने एबार देखांता पुणी तपरे पुणी एक आसान एमती जदि एठांता ताहले ताको एसी बेली पड़िसांता. नो, दैट डजंट हैपन. पॉजिटिव हाफ साइकिल बेले एई बाटे, नेगेटिव हाफ साइकिल बेले एई बाटे, जो पाथ रे पते जाउची जाओ. बट हमर दरकार आरएल देखि को बाटे करंट आरएल देखि करंट केन जाउची, इट फ्लोज इन वन साइकिल. एठी देखो एठी भी थिला आई, एठी भी आसेला आई. I think you are now convinced that paths are different, but Amar Darkar, the most important thing is how the current flows through the load. That is on the same direction. So, I am going to I into RL, that is your VO. I into RL is VO, positive half cycle is positive VO, it is the VO, a constant, fixed positive end, and this is your I. Such a current which does not change the direction but maintains its direction, the direction is fixed, is actually called a DC. And a DC voltage appears along this. Now, here you see the finite difference between half wave rectifier and full wave rectifier. In the half wave rectifier, only during positive half cycle there was an output. There was no output during negative half cycle. But here output current or output voltage is obtained both during positive half cycle as you see here and negative half cycle as you see here. So output is obtained across load resistance both during positive half cycle also during negative half cycle. Let us now discuss what is the nature of such current. Now you see this is our input, these are positive half cycle, negative half cycle, positive half cycle, negative half cycle, and like this and continues. I have said that AC is nothing but a chain of alternate positive negative half cycle. Now after it is rectified, then what happens? Then we get output. Eta output current को नहीं तो ग्राफ करी परिबो, वा output voltage को नहीं तो ग्राफ करी परिबो. This is your time t, and here also is your time t. Now let me divide positive half cycles and negative half cycles as different segments. हिंदी करें हले कौन होगा ना? There will be no imbalance in the figure. You see, during positive half cycle, you are getting an output. Then you see this is I into RL. You are getting I into RL, and that will be something like this. During negative half cycles, you are also getting the same output I into RL, and more importantly, the potential difference is not changed. It remains as it was before in this thing. So this negative half cycle, you can say, is converted into a positive half cycle. Then next half cycle, the same thing will be repeated. So that will be a output, and during negative half cycle again the same thing happens. So you get a positive half cycle and like this. So here you see, here was a chain of positive negative half cycles, but here you get all positive half cycles. So this is positive, this is positive, this is positive, this is positive. So since current is varying, it is not a steady current. Steady current it is varying current. Current starts from minimum 0, reaches maximum, again becomes 0, again maximum, again 0, again maximum, again 0. But at no stage it becomes negative, because current never changes its direction. That such a current we say that it is varying DC. आमे कौन कहबा varying DC एटा आमे एठी आमे लिखि परिबा So you see, number one, output current is varying current. It starts from 0, reaches maximum value, and reduces to 0 during both positive and negative AC half cycles. But it never becomes negative at any stage. Okay? It varies only in which direction? Positive direction. It varies only along positive direction. So, the current is bidirectional or unidirectional? Current is unidirectional. So, it is DC because its direction of flow is unidirectional from P to Q. P to Q. गोटिए दिगरे फ्लो कले आमे करंट को कहबा डीसी बिली आमे कहबा ओके यदि P ru Q Q ru P P ru Q Q ru P एमजे हो जाता तान तले एसी हो जाता नो D1 कन्वर्ट कले भी आ भितरे P ru Q D2 कन्वर्ट कले मध्य लोड भितरे P ru Q दैट्स व्हाई आमे तो कोन कहबा आमे कहबा द करंट इज यूनिडायरेक्शनल दैट्स व्हाई it is DC. So DC है तापर आउटे कथा कोण आला ना is it a simple DC constant DC no you see the output current starts from 0 become maximum then 0 again starts from 0 become maximum again 0 again starts from 0 become maximum right so you can say the current is appearing along same direction no doubt about it but as pulses that's why such a DC is known as pulsating DC. So you say Chari current through the load appears as pulses as current pulses so this current is DC but known as is varying DC लिखियो is varying DC but known as pulsating DC. So AC is converted to DC. Point number 1, it is not a steady DC, it is varying DC. यदि steady DC ହେଇଥାନ୍ତା ତାହେଲେ କ'ଣ ହେଇଥାନ୍ତା? এটা এমতি ହେଇଥାନ୍ତା. This is এটা positive, negative. This is the strength of DC, but neither it increases nor it decreases. It remains steady. It is called steady DC. But ଆମ କେସରେ ସେଇଆ ହଉନି. ଆମ କେସରେ କ'ଣ ହଉଛି ନା these are like this. So this is a varying DC. Magnitude is varying and it appears as pulses. So this is how a full wave rectifier converts input AC into output rectifier DC, which is known as pulsating DC. Students, we have now almost come to the end of our study or discussion on full wave rectifier. Now the question is, हम जो rectifier टा व्यवहार करछे सेटा केते परफेक्टली काम करछे, how efficient it is. तो ता पई कि ता परफॉर्मेंस को जज करिया पे there are two mathematically defined factors. One is efficiency, eta बोली ता कोआ जाय. Two होची ripple factor. We have also discussed this thing in our study about half wave rectifier. So it is our definition, it will be our definition. Okay? So efficiency eta is the ratio of output DC power to input AC power. तुम जो rectifier टा तमे करूछो, ए जो rectifier, so this is your rectifier. तमे दउछो कोन AC, पाउछो कोन DC. AC to DC, then the device is rectifier. Okay? तेणु कथा होची तमे there should not be any power loss. खाली AC का DC के हबनी. Electrical power is very precious. So we should see that we don't lose much power. Power loss is a very bad thing for us. So how much AC power is converted to DC power? So you have to find a ratio. DC का power केते वो माने output रे, AC का power केते थिला input रे. Then you compare it. PDC output by PAC input, and that is known as your eta. For a full wave rectifier, Nmax maximum value of efficiency is 81.2%. Whereas for half wave rectifier, maximum efficiency is 40.6%. So jete ja kale madhya 100% AC power cannot be recovered as DC power. It cannot be recovered. That's why maximum value is 81.2%, half wave rectifier is 40.6%. Now come to the other thing, ripple factor. ମୁଁ କହିଥିଲି ଏଇ जो DC संगे रे कोन होछि ना small ripples. तमे जदि तमरो half wave rectifier देखिबो से DC संगे रे कोन अछि ना if this is your DC full wave rectifier ताने अछि पुणी कोन अछि ना किछि AC ता संगे रे DC के रहि because no rectifier is ideal. So while the rectifier converts AC into DC, small amount of ripples pass through from the input to the output section. That's why we do not want these AC ripples. If you wanted or unwanted, this is unwanted. That's why ripple factor is how less is ripples and how strong is DC. So we compare these two things by a factor gamma. It is equal to RMS value of AC ripples in the output divided by average value of varying rectified DC in the output. Say output DC केते अछि ripple केते अछि आ एटा AC जेतु हमें करा RMS value काढिलो आ जेतु हमें DC पाइछु is a varying thing, it is varying तो तारा average काढुछु ताकू कहै छै gamma आर एटा फार्मूला अछि you need not derive it जदि पारिबो मन रखिबो gamma is equal to ISC RMS value divided by IDC average value tar whole square minus 1. Mind it, never get bothered about the derivation, just remember it, you will get the credit in the examination hall. Then gamma for, so a good rectifier ripple कौन है वो कम होगा दरकार, तो ripple factor कौन है वो, it should be small. For a full wave rectifier, the ripple factor is only 0.48, but for a half wave rectifier, it is 1.21. If somebody ever compares a full wave rectifier with a half wave rectifier, full wave rectifier has more efficiency and less ripple factor. That's why wherever it is possible, it is always preferable to use a full wave rectifier in place of half wave rectifier. Rectifier is always a very expected question in the examination. Read it. Read the notes, read the reading material, read my video class, everything, and get yourself satisfied, prepared, well prepared. Any doubt, get yourself clarified in the doubt clearance class. Okay? So with this, we come to the end of our study of diode, semiconductor diode. Next time, we'll go into transistor. Okay? Thank you.